Hello, my name is Matt Lee, and this would be for a ninth grade English Language Arts course. I did some teaching at Olathe South High School, so that's where this would probably have taken place. This is the course homepage. I'm using Edmodo, which is set up kind of like a social media page. As the students come to this homepage, they'll see the little Bitmoji at the top. But then this here is for their new assignment, which would be for this module that we will be doing. There's some instructions there for them. New student assignment. Click on the Folders tab and go to the folder titled Start Here. After reading each of the documents in that folder, start Lesson 1. And then after they do Lesson 1, go to Lesson 2 and start with the file that's titled Read Me First. Then work their way through that lesson and then do the same for each folder. So after they read this, they will go ahead and go up to the Folders section. Click on that, and here is the module that they will be doing. There's 5 different lessons in this module, but they will first begin with this Start Here page. As they click on the Start Here page, they will see the standards for the entire lesson. So they just click on that, and it'll open up the PDF with the 1, 2, 3, 4 standards for the unit that they will be doing. The next PDF that they would open is the learning objectives for the entire unit. And by the end of this unit, students will be able to learn the structure of a 5-paragraph essay, use various strategies to write the hook and an introduction, write a clear thesis statement and essay map, write an essay that demonstrates unity, coherence, and completeness, support general statements with effective examples, develop examples with specific details to illustrate a point, and proofread for major or minor grammar and mechanical errors. After they read that, they will go ahead and click on the overall instructions PDF, where they will see the Welcome to How to Write an Essay unit. In this unit, they'll learn to write an effective hook, introductory paragraph, body paragraph, and conclusion for your essay. Then it kind of just gives the instructions. Start by clicking Lesson 1, which is the virtual museum, says a little about that. Lesson 2 talks about hooks in their essay, talks a little bit about that lesson. Lesson 3, the introductory paragraph, says what they'll learn about that. Lesson 4, the body paragraph, again, what they'll learn. And then Lesson 5 is the conclusion and what entails in conclusion and learn about the conclusion. Then if they have any questions or issues while working on the unit, they can always just use my email address there to contact me. After going through that, there are 4 different lessons that they'll be walking through. The virtual museum, which is just an overview of what this unit is, kind of quick snippets of each of the lessons and what they'll be learning. Lesson 2 is hooks and essay, then introductory paragraph, body paragraph, and the conclusion. We'll be focusing on Lesson 2, the hooks and the essay. So they'll go ahead and click on that. And there's a Read Me First. And what this is just simply we'll tell them what the objective and the standard is for this lesson. The objectives, students will learn various strategies to write the hook, how to write an effective hook, and to write an effective hook that will entice the reader to continue reading. The standard is there as well to produce a clear and coherent writing in which development, organization, and style are appropriate to task and purpose audience. After they read that, there's the instructions that they need to do. So they'll click on Read Me Next and just kind of read throughout what the steps are. Work your way through this module to learn about how to write an effective hook to begin your introductory paragraph for your essay. The lesson should be in order, but just in case, you should complete the lesson in this order. Number 1, the Ed Puzzle. Number 2, read these 2 articles. Number 3, the essay Jamboard. And number 4, there's a short quiz to finish up the lesson. And again, they can contact me with the email. Next, they will move on to discover how to start the essay, which is an Ed Puzzle. And they'll click on that, and there are 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different stopping points. Some of them are notes for them to see. Others are questions of something that they had just learned about. After they finish the Ed Puzzle, then they will click on this link to go ahead and read this article about different essay hooks that grab readers' attention, kind of explains what the essay, what the hooks are for your essay, why they're important. Then there's another article for them to read, 14 types of essay hooks with samples and how to write them as they go through. And again, it explains a little more in depth and gives them other examples and different types of essays. After they read those, they'll go to the essay Jamboard. And they'll work their way through the Jamboard by posting different post-it notes and entering different texts. So the first question that they have is, what is the hardest part when starting to write an essay? Then they'll just kind of share what they believe that they struggle with or the hardest part for them. Second question is, what do you enjoy the most when it comes to writing the essay? Next is, what are some things to keep in mind when writing a good hook? Since they've learned those things through the articles and through the video, they should be able to answer this rather easily. And then the next one is to share their hook. So here they will actually go ahead and write their hook. They can choose one of these 7 hook ways or choose any from the article that they did. After they share their hook, they'll come back and then they'll respond to another classmate's hook to be positive and to go ahead and kind of have that interaction of cohesiveness there. After they do that, then there is a 10-question quiz for them to take about the essay writing, things that they learned through the video, through articles, and that sort. After that, they have finished up with that lesson. Then they can go back to the files, then begin lesson number 3 and move their way on through. The engagement activities are the various stages of the different types that they do, watching the video through the Ed puzzle and doing the sticky notes through the Jamboard and responding to one another in those. The assessments are kind of obviously the quiz and seeing how they respond to each other on the Jamboard. And obviously their answers that they put in for the Ed puzzle as well. Overall, I like the look and the feel of this course. I think that it makes sense logically and going through it. I think the students will like the interaction, both with the activities and with each other, with different learning activities throughout. I think I would change maybe some of the ways that they interact with each other, maybe do a discussion board for one of them, maybe do a Google Doc that they can like ask questions and respond to each other in that aspect as well. The question, tell something you learned in this course that made an impact on how you created the parts of your course. Virtually everything, because I've never done this before. I really enjoyed learning all of this. Probably if I had to nail one thing down, was really the differences between the different learning management systems. I also did another one in Canvas, which I really liked as compared to Edmodo. So I think just kind of being exposed to the different ones through Edmodo, Canvas, and through Moodle has really kind of taught me all the different aspects, all the different various ways and different learning management systems that are out there that I may be faced with. And to really kind of do my research, whether it's on YouTube or Google, to really see what the most effective way to go ahead and produce a effective lesson and unit using a learning management system.